Personal story segment tonight. As we told you in the Talking Points memo, Barack Obama has to distance himself from the far-left loons, many of whom don't like Obama. He's too conservative for them. Denver authorities were worried that thousands of these nuts would show up and cause damage to the city, but that has not happened, at least so far. Instead, hundreds of loons are on the streets.
This is what a police state looks like! This police state looks like! This is what a police state looks like!
Rise up with the people of the world! Rise up with the people of the world! Rise up with the people of the world!
Well, I was talking to somebody.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Answer a question.
You don't report the news accurately when it's talking about black and brown people.
I do not believe Al-Qaeda perpetrated the attacks on 9/11. 9/11 was an inside job.
That's why we are out here, for the people in the hoods in Guantanamo who can't speak because they are shackled, because they are kept in cages.
Our street! Our street!
With us now, Fox News producer Griff Jenkins, who has been keeping an eye on those people. And that applause is for you.
Why, thank you, Bill.
Everybody, because you went out there. Now, that was Ward Churchill, right? We saw there.
That
big
was.
guy and they put a sign up in front of the camera.
That was Ward Churchill, Bill. And what you've got is this Recreate 68 Alliance. And this is anything but Lincoln Park in 1968. This is a total bust. These are fringe protesters, many of them who weren't even born in 1968, and their goal to disrupt. Their official T-shirt, Bill, is black, and it says Defend Denver with an AK-47 on it.
So these are anarchists. They hate America. Did you ever feel in any danger out there with them?
Well, I did feel a little bit of danger. I felt that they were reckless, Bill. In that one clip you saw with them pushing us around, my brave cameraman Tom Yachman and producer David Legowitz, we were trying to protect the camera. They were trying to destroy our camera. And if you look closely at some of those clips on YouTube, a man is holding an infant, less than a year old, and these guys have no regard for safety and really just want to cause chaos.
Now, this is a hard question for you to quantify, but it looks like some of these people are violent, but you don't know how many. You know, you're always got that fringe of the fringe, right. Which is what, you know, when we send our guys out, we usually have security and this, that, and the other thing with them. But with the masks and everything, that was against the law in New York. Remember 4 years ago? They tried that in New York,
right.
and they got arrested. But in Denver, they're not arresting them when they have the masks on. Now, in New York, they did it under an anti-terrorist ordinance. You're not allowed to have a mask in public.
Right.
But here, the police seem a little more liberal, and they didn't really come to your defense. They were watching what was happening, I understand, right?
Well, that's right. But I think the difference here, Bill, is it's a much smaller group. And you do have the bandana guys, but you have a couple of hundred. The police were containing it. We went along the march. You know, at no point other than the harassment they gave us. And by the way, they have their articles of commandments, and their first one is protect free speech. You would have thought they would have been defending me and letting me get their story out.
Now, they don't like Barack Obama, though. They're not big. They're not Obama supporters.
Not at all. Many of them called him a warmonger, and I thought...
He's a warmonger?
Wait a minute. Has anyone told him we're at the DNC? Barack Obama, one of the most liberal senators out there, he's for getting us out of Iraq. You know, I don't know who you go to. Hugo Chavez, not available. Che Guevara's dead.
Did you ever ask any of them, look, why are you doing this? This is just crazy. Were you able to pull one aside? Or?
Absolutely. There were some people there, like Cindy Sheehan, that's trying to run against Nancy Pelosi. She has an anti-war message. But you had guys like Ward Churchill. Here's a disgraced Colorado professor who offended thousands of Americans, was fired for plagiarism. And here he is showing up and saying, I'm attacking him. His goons are attacking me.
He got his. There he is. No more University of Colorado for him. All right, Griff, stay safe out there. We'll check in with you again later this week. And